All right, everybody, welcome back to Dad and Daughters Collectibles. Today, I want to talk about Topps Chrome 2025 and kind of what went wrong. I've been seeing a lot of videos of people just disappointed with Chrome this year, and I thought the writing was on the wall before the set came out that something's off about it, and the pricing seemed off, and the checklist seemed off, and the odds seemed off, and there are a lot of people that have done videos on that and the odds, and you can go watch those because they're going to do a better breakdown than me. And with my family, I just don't have time to do that sort of analysis. But I want to talk about the fact that we are already seeing a few weeks after release, places like Blowout Cards, when these came out, blaster boxes, hobby boxes, and megas were all above retail. And now I'm seeing them dip below retail. So you see blaster boxes at $37.95, a buck below the $39.99 MSRP. Hobby boxes were 279 to 300 when I saw them a few weeks ago, and they are now 249. Jumbos were over 500, they're now 489, and you can see the mega boxes at 67.95. I'm using blowout cards. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. It's just a convenient site. I think they have good prices. Use them. David Adams is great. Steel City is great. I bought from all three at the National, so I think they all do a pretty good job. My point being, though, is word on the street, I think, has quickly gotten out that there's just not a lot of value in this product. And value is a really big part of what drives demand for a product. Can I get half my money back, right? We all know you, if anybody tells you they can make money, and I see these profit challenges videos all the time, and I really dislike them because, yes, you can on one series of videos make a profit. It usually comes from pulling one big card or two big cards. But anyone who's been doing this for a while knows if you're opening sealed product, it's a losing bet. You're not going to make your money back. You're doing it for entertainment. Hopefully, you get about 50% of your return back if you have a short period where you make a little money, or even you hit a big card and that lasts you for a while. Fantastic, happy for you. But overall, in the long run, it's the house's game, right? They're the manufacturers making cards. If every box made money, everybody would be in this hobby. It's already a growing hobby, but not everyone's going to make you can't make money opening sealed product, right? So, but there still has to be value. You have to open a $40 box and feel like you got something, right? Even if it's a rookie parallel you want to hold on to or sell or whatever or the verses. The other point I want to get to is if there's not value, there has to be fun. And I think if you ask me, okay, so the value's not there in this product, but a lot of people still love Chrome. So is it fun? And I think the answer to that is no. And that's, I think, the big miss here. So I opened up one box. I actually got a parallel of Kumar Rocker green to 99. And I got a Shohei buyback. I was like, sweet. I wasn't going to open one anyways. It actually worked out for me. Fantastic. If I didn't hit that green, I would have had the Shohei buyback. But most of them don't have either of those things. And so what you end up opening in a blaster is a bunch of silver cards. They all look the same. And you can say, well, this one has a ray wave and this one has a checkerboard. And it's like, but they're all silver. You've thumbed through it and all you just see silver border, silver border. It all just looks the same after a while. And I think that's really what their big miss was. Imagine if 1 out of 10 ray waves was pink, 1 out of 10 extractors was purple, one out of sepias. Maybe you match the border and have 1 out of 50 sepias have like a brown sepia border, right? So it matches the coloring on the card, something along those lines, so that within this plethora of parallels, of which there's 10,000 or more of each of these cards, there's there's ways to insert that color. Because why do people like Chrome? It's because of the color. It's people like opening that pack and seeing that non-silver on the side. And even though those cards wouldn't have a ton of value, if there's 5,000 purple ray waves, right, that are non-numbered, it still gets people excited, right? And that's really for those of us that open seal product, we're looking for fun. We're looking for that thrill, right? And oh, is this going to be a big one or not? Oh, it's not. Maybe next time. But when you open your second, third box, silver, 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 and you get to the end. I mean, go watch Striker Breaks crack open a mega box case. I mean, he called it the desert, and that's really what it was. It's like nothing, 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 nothing. You got to do better, Tops. And I'm not Panini's. This Panini has absolutely some of the same flaws with more people in the hobby. They're making more parallels. They've got to do something to change it up. And even if you can't increase the value of the boxes, add some fun for us. Give us something different to look at, something to get us excited about. If everything just starts to look the same, People are going to go away, and we don't want to drive people away that are just coming into the hobby. So, anyways, let's say you've had a bad experience with Chrome or you've seen other people and you're like, hey, I don't want to open Chrome for the reasons stated. There's not a lot of value. The rookie, the checklist is bad. Even if I get something, the odds it's something good are low. But I want to get something. What can you do? So, in addition to a little bit of what went wrong with Chrome, and I believe these prices may continue to drop, it is the one product right now. I went on the way home. It's Thursday is restocks, and today is Monday when I'm filming this. Chrome is in stock everywhere. It's the only product that's consistently in stock because people just it's not there, right? People are just not wanting this product like they were a few weeks ago. They've opened it, they've seen it, they don't want it anymore. So Chrome, I have a feeling if this gets below like $30 a pop, then it at least gets a little more interesting because the value starts to come there. So keep an eye on it from that long term. Maybe Black Friday sales these drop. Someone will sell them for 25 each. Who knows? At $40 though, 37.95. Value doesn't seem to be there. The fun doesn't seem to be there. It's pretty much a pass for a lot of people at this point. So I'm going to use $250 as my starting point. So if you're going to spend $250, that's 4 megas, that's 8 blasters, that's one hobby. What else could you get for about that price that may be appealing to you? And I've got some products here that I've been eyeing up. I'm not saying I'm getting them, uh, but I'm trying to do this as informational. I'm saving my money for WNBA Donruss. Last I heard is that's October 8th now. I stopped at my card shop. I want more WNBA. Prices of old WNBA products are going up because people want WNBA and they don't want to spend $80 for a blaster with Caitlin Clark in it. It's very interesting. The demand for the WNBA products is up, which is really cool to see. So I'm hoping Donruss helps alleviate some of that. At the same time, I worry that it's going to be just like Prism, and even though Donruss is a low end product, it's going to be really hard to get. So we'll see. I may have to pivot off WNBA Donruss, but that's my next target and what I'm trying to save up for, and I'm just going to nickel and dime on stuff until then. But if you're in the market for something around $250, this is some things I would recommend looking at. First is a product that I've talked about and opened 2 hobby boxes and a photo box of, which is Donruss Baseball. It is unlicensed. Say that up front. If you don't like it, continue to the next product. These have been as low as 115. I have not checked the big 3 retailers. Go check them out. You might be able to get cheaper than this, but 130. These have come up. These were at 115 on blowout cards a couple weeks ago, pre-national. They're now 130. Again, I think there is this hey, there's better value here than there is in Chrome, and that may be what you're seeing. So you get 3 autos or mem. The most common breakdown is 2 autos and 1 mem. I've never seen a 2 mem 1 auto box. Theoretically, they exist, but 2 autos, 1 mem. You get a white base optic, so they included optic in it this year. You get 24 inserts or parallels. So of those, you usually get about 8 or so numbered cards. So 2 autos, 1 mem, 8 numbered cards, and a bunch of parallels. Each pack has anywhere between 1 and 3 cards that are interesting in the middle. Some of the inserts are super fun, like Kabooms, Diamond Marvels, and Unleashed. There's case hits, etc. For 130, you usually get anywhere, 60 to $80 is a pretty standard return, and you can do better than that too. They have Roman Anthony, they've got Nick Kurtz is in here. That they've all Paul Skeen second year, Churio, etc. A good, good checklist. It's a good product if you can get past the unlicensed. 2 of these versus 1 Chrome, you're probably gonna have a lot more fun with 2 hobbies of Donruss. That's just my take. If you like Chrome, why not go get a 2022 Chrome hobby box for $225? Bobby Witt is in here. Um, Big dumper rookies are in here. Julio Rodriguez is in here, along with your Shoheis and your Judges, etc. So you get, I think, more parallels in here, and I want to say you get 2 autos as opposed to one in 2025. Double the autos, same number or more parallels in here as well. A great rookie class. There's going to be some people that didn't pan out, but there's a lot of rookies in 2025 that haven't made it either. And they're guys who, if you watch some of these more well-known breakers open, they're flipping them over and seeing this guy's pitched 20 innings. This guy's had 20 at bats, right? So these are, it's hard to even call some of the cards in 2025 Chrome's rookies because they got September call ups last year and they put them in the set, and you can't, they're not even on rosters right now. So, or they're not in the big leagues, they're in the minors still. So you're going to get some whiffs here, but you've got a chance at strong rookies, the same stars, more autos, same number or more refractors. So if you like Chrome, go get a 2022 box. That's what I would recommend if you're looking for Chrome. Heritage High number continues to come down. Now, the bad downside to Heritage High number is that some of those people who are set collectors who hit this set hard when it comes out, some of the parallels and the more common parallels have, gone like half in value. So some of the greens and the blues and the whites that you might have been able to sell for $5 or $10 when this came out, maybe you're only at $2 or $3 now, but the price reflects that. You can get, you know, two of these for 290 versus a hobby box of Chrome for 250. And you're not guaranteed an auto. You get a relic or an auto. But if you go watch people rip this, tons of fun, tons of chromes, lots of parallels, weird image variations and other stuff to look for. 145 bucks or two for 290. I think it's a great set. You also have the 2024 rookie class in there, which is just a fantastic set. So um, it's another good option if you're looking to buy right now. All right, so I'm going to get into some little weirder picks here, but bear with me. So I didn't even know this set existed or what was in it. I really like looking at blowout cards to see what old sets are on sale cheap, and I saw this one for 180, and I went and looked at the checklist, and I was 2022's on my eye because of Wit and Big Dumper, so they're both in this set. This set is super cool. There are booklets, relics, really unique patches and relics, booklets where you open it up and there's like a autograph. It's like a facsimile baseball. It's really cool. Go watch some videos of people opening this set. It's a lot of fun. 180 bucks. There are some absolute duds in here from player standpoint, because some of these guys did not pan out from 2022. Again, you can point to the 2025 Chrome list and basically find some of the same caliber low end players as you would in 2022. So you can absolutely whiff here. The other thing that I'm going to point out here is there are case hit kabooms, and these are expensive. Don't look at these, and I'm going to point this out here real quick. If you go looking for kabooms from 2022 Absolute, there are a bunch that are called fan art, and I don't know why they're allowed to do this. They probably aren't allowed to do this, but like, and I've seen at card shows, people will have like a Taylor Swift kaboom. Hate it, absolutely hate it. If you're someone who's there and you bring your kid, like you just don't, you have to. Is it real? Is it like? I don't like selling fake cards, fan made cards. I think it's a really bad idea for the industry. Um, that's my 2 cents on it. Let's go past these fan arts. But the lowest one on Buy It Now is a Chris Bryant for 150 bucks. So if you can hit a kaboom, you paid for the box. Chris Bryant is the worst. Now there is one other one that I would consider worse, but the only Buy It Now is a little higher. Wander Franco is in here, which is the other downside to any 2022 product. Would have been a great hit 3 years ago. Nobody wants it now. But you've got Devers, you've got Brandon Marsh, Freddie Freeman. You're going to see a Wander Franco in here in a second. We'll skip past that one. Um, there's the Franco. You've got Fernando Tatis, Brandon Marsh. You've got Bryce Harper. You've got Trout, and you've got the big one is Otani. Like if you hit Otani, that's a massive card, thousands of dollars for the Otani. And if you get a gem in 10, even better. Here's Mookie Betts. So you could get a case hit, right? Of in the absolute. In addition to a pretty good checklist, pretty fun. I've got my eye on this. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger at 180. Again, I'm managing a budget. Do I have $180 in my account right now? I could go buy one of these. I could right now. Absolutely, no pun intended. But I got to be smart with my money too, and I'm trying to save that for the WNBA stuff. If I end up falling through on that, this may be something I come back to. So this is another option. 2022. This is I have 2022 optic on here as well. Same checklist. This is a photo box where you get one extra guaranteed autograph. That's a Pandora, I believe, and it's to 8 or less. So you're guaranteed either an auto or go look at the details, but you get an extra auto, and I believe it's to 8 or less, which is great. You've got Otani, you've got Witt, you've got others. Good checklist here. Photo boxes are 299, marked down from 399. If you don't want the photo, get a regular box for 150. Get two of these for 300 versus the Chrome. I think you can squeeze out the value here. Again, maybe your downside is around 75, but it's a good, excuse me, um It's good value. The other thing is, um, you can get a hot box. So each case will have two autograph hot boxes, which will contain five autos, and two prism hot boxes, which contain a prism per pack. So I think cases are 12. So you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a hot box, which is pretty darn good as well for 150. Again, good checklist. I mentioned you can whiff, of course. One I don't have on here because it's not on blowout, but I think is awesome as well. Tops 2024 Japan. Um, Japan themed 2024 rookie class. It's the base top set. Boxes are around $200. I think it's an awesome set. It's got the 2024 class. Uh, they certainly didn't make as many as they did in America. So, like, even the base cards are going to be more short printed than the base cards here. They all say Tops Japan on them. There are some Japan only inserts, which are going to be short printed compared to everything else. I think that's another great set. I asked for one for my birthday. Fingers crossed I get one of those because that would be amazing. So, that's the video I wanted to do. What went wrong with Topps Chrome? I talked about that. Again, Chrome is a flagship product. There's nothing wrong with Chrome itself. It's just this release was amiss, and I'm hoping Topps makes some corrections that you can't just crank out product, crank out parallels, make them all look the same, and people are still going to buy it because it says Topps Chrome. It actually makes me a little happy that the consumer is rejecting this a little bit because I think that's the only way for us to speak. The only way for us to get better product is to vote with our wallets. Hey, this is not what we want, Tops. We want something better. We want something different. And again, better doesn't have to mean value. Better doesn't have to mean every dollar I spend, I get my dollar back. Throw us a little something, right? Give us a purple ray wave 1 in every 10. Give us a checker, give us an X fractor, 1 in 10 is pink. Whatever. It adds some variety, adds some spice, gets us excited to open the product as opposed to what I said earlier. So those are my comments on Chrome and what went wrong. Again, I like to stay positive, which is why it's like, hey, here's some things that could improve. That this is why I think this didn't work. Here's some alternative products. Hey, let's find some other things we can open instead of this. If we're bummed out about Chrome, there's plenty of good stuff out there, and let's buy those things when we can. I know some of those were Panini non-licensed, but I find it tried to find a mix in there of licensed and unlicensed. Give you some options if you're interested in that sort of thing. And of course, don't spend anything. Wait for the next better release, right? There's Stadium Club will be upcoming this fall. Looks like Platinum Edition is coming back. Um, Panini has another set coming up. Prism is just about to come out if it's not already. So there's more product coming out. Find one you like better. If you're not into Chrome this year like me. So that's it. Let me know your thoughts on Chrome. I know I've seen some people hit some stuff that I follow. Congratulations if you did. Again, it's not that you can't hit stuff. It's just really hard, right? You're defying the odds when you actually hit something. So if you hit something, congratulations. Tell me if you're buying more Chrome or not in the comments, or if you're looking to buy something else, or if any of these products look cool to you and you're going to pick any up. If you're picking any up, I would love to see somebody else open these things because, again, I think there's some really cool older products out there that maybe are overlooked because everyone's looking forward, and sometimes looking back is the way to go. So give us a like and subscribe, and remember, girls are collectors too.